actually, that was something I wanted to talk to you about. So let's go there and talk about that. Like, besides everything that you have done on your own in your own career, you've taken a huge interest and put a lot of effort into developing and helping other people with their careers. When did that start?
I started doing some community stuff when I was around 17. Then I left for out west. I went out west for a couple years. It was really lonely. I didn't really tell.
Out west was really lonely?
Where were you at west?
I was in Calgary.
Right.
I had a great bunch of friends, amazing people, but I wasn't open about the fact that I made music. So that was a really, really big secret that I kept for a long time. And then I made Bullshit and Chatter out there. And it just felt like there was a stillness, but there was a bunch of things that were absent. And when I came back, I got offered a job working with disabled kids. And I basically worked with a bunch of kids and we made a mixtape, and it was really cool, and people thought it would never happen because they dealt with different things like cerebral palsy, Down syndrome, and stuff like that. And we made it happen.
It was super fun.
I recorded it with Ivy as well.
I was just listening to it this week.
It's actually really wicked.
I found it on my computer. I was like, oh yeah, this was great.
It was really cool. Like like one of the ladies that was a part of it, she had cerebral palsy, and they're like, no, she won't walk anywhere. I was like, yo, we're going to record with Class's official DJ Ivy. She said, okay, where's the bus stop? And ran there.
Woo, Ivy.
Speed. And they just really enjoyed it.
Come in every
That's
day
the
with
power
the biggest
of a DJ.
smiles on their face, man. So happy.
Last night a DJ.
High fives all around. Talking about,
Right.
what's up, man? What's up? I was like, yes, these kids are the greatest.
It was really like that moment that I realized what I was doing with myself. It was kind of like an outer body experience that I helped these guys create a persona, the person that they wanted to be, not the person that they wanted everybody else to see them as or to be. And then seeing how much they enjoyed it, to having that control, and then also being looked at as just a human. Like, yo, don't piss around or I'm going to get mad just like you're everybody else, because you're just like everybody else.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there was so much respect that they gave me for being that way. Obviously, within consideration, the fact that there's some things that they cannot do.
Sure.
But we treated them like humans. They respected it. They loved it. The confidence that they got from it was amazing.
Yeah.
And then from then, it was just like, I want everybody that I can help or that is serious about it to be able to feel that support. And I don't support people for a long period of time. Or it's usually like feels like, okay, right now I'm good at something that I can help you with. I'll help you with this. You keep it moving. And then maybe if you need me again, then cool. But
you have a philosophy about embracing this idea of like knowing what you're not good at. And can you explain this? I don't want to put words in your mouth. And I think it's a very interesting and important way to think about creativity and like moving on and moving through problems and things.
Well, I actually had a conversation with somebody a couple weeks ago about knowing what you're good at and knowing what you're not good at.
What are you good at?
I think I'm good at being understanding and problem solving. I also like trial and error. I don't think that you're going to ever try one thing once and it's going to be perfect. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, let's take what was good and then leave the rest behind and let's try something else. Like growth is huge for me.
Right.
I don't know. I'm good at I'm really bad at talking about myself.
So that's something you're bad at.
I'm really bad at that. So
part of this is embracing or understanding what you're bad at, so to speak. Yeah.
And like not trying to overbear it. Like if I was like, okay, I'm not good at talking about myself, but I'm about to go do an interview. Now I'm going to sit in my room and try to figure out the best way to talk about myself. And then it's just going to create more anxiety. And then I'm still going to bomb it because I'm just not good at it. Like, I just like being goofy and talking about people and the things that I love and trial and error and different stuff like that. But I focus on the fact that I have great relationships with you guys. You guys both embrace the fact that I'm weird. Other people hopefully will embrace me that I'm weird. And I'm going to own that.
You're weird.
I know. I'm weird, dog. I'm weird. Like, there's no question about it. But I owned that, and so far we've been able to talk for this whole time.
What's the weirdest thing you've... Without you what? Without you what?
Without me
hulking
being like,
out?
oh my gosh, what do I say, guys? I'm like, do I look cute? is my makeup good? Like, you know, how's everything going?
I'm thinking that this whole time myself.
Are you?
A little bit.
Why?
I don't know, I think that's what we do, right? They're a little bit, you know, it's a matter of how
You wanna
much.
have your makeup
Are my
done?
eyebrows crooked?
Yeah, my moisturizer, you know, maybe it's like the Sahara Desert.
Do you feel
over here.
dry?
I always feel dry.
Do you want me to wave you down?
No, I'm cool on that front.
Yeah, you look cute.
Thanks. That's the devil talking, though.
Yeah.
People that don't know, watch
There's
out.
a
The devil's
secret.
always whispering in your ears off
Right.
camera.
But yeah, you know what you're good at and you know what you're bad at, and I just feel like so many people, we're all perfectionists in some type of way, and I'm bad for it too.
Do you ever feel like, you know what you're really good at is saving a moment in an interview where the interviewer is like, where are we? And then you're like, let me save the day and just bring it right up to the moment. It's great. Do you ever find that you hire someone to do something? I want to ask both of you this, actually. You hire somebody to do something and you realize that you knew more about it than you thought you did. You just kind of needed to see those last few steps, or you just need to see it kind of put together. And suddenly you have this like much better understanding, and you start to get like closer to almost like not needing that because you sort of saw it go down. Is that?
You can ask him first.
Well, I mean, that's like, with a lot of trial and error, like that's a lot of the process, like of like, well, I don't know how to do this, so like I'm gonna try. But then you visualize, you know, get in a situation where you actually see somebody doing it. You're like, okay, that's how I do it. You know what I mean? It's like even Joe said, like what a lot of the MCs that he would mess with would come over and watch him make beats. They would be like, oh, okay, that's how he makes the beats.
Right.
And then they go on to be producers. You know what I mean? So it's just that type of situation. Like when you watch somebody do something, you sponge that in, especially if it's something that you're trying to, you know, accomplish yourself.
Right.
So you sponge that in and kind of adapt it. And it's like the same thing as a DJ. Like I watch other DJs and I'm like, okay, that was dope. Okay, that was a sweet trick. Okay, let me, how can I take something like that and incorporate it into my set without biting? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
without, you know, you use it in different angles. But like, I remember like Music Stop before Long McQuaid now. Music Stop. They used to have this every year, like extravaganza, and it was like little mini NAM. It was like NAM for Halifax. Like all the companies would come and bring their new stuff. And like so, like all the DJ companies would come, and then they had like this outdoor thing, and they brought this dude, it's not Similac. He's from Montreal. It wasn't Similac though. It might have been.
From Montreal?
Yeah, he was a dope ass DJ from Montreal.
Kid Koala.
No, it wasn't Kid Koala. He used to get down with like Killer Jewel. He ran a record store and stuff like that. Anyway, so they brought him in, and like this was still vinyl days. Like we were still rocking vinyl. There was no.
Was I born?
Yeah, yes, you were born.
Maybe.
This is probably like 2001, 2002.
All right, I was around. No excuses.
I was around.
But like, you know, he came in like, he did this thing with echoes, like where you like kind of, you know, you echo the sample out, and I was just like, I never knew. I was like, oh my God, that's how he does that.
Right.
That's how he does that. So I like, you know, I took that into my sets and I adapted it before we had effects and all that shit. Like, you know, when it was just on vinyl. So it was just like, okay, that's a trick I can use, and I started to incorporate. So like, you know, you sponge everything in, and then you filter it through your side, yourself, and then put it out in your own way.
Who do you think you've sponged the most from as an MC? Like, who's somebody that you like, you know, have looked at or listened to their flow, or like, is there anybody, or is it?
I think it's more of the way people move than like their style.
Talk to me about that.
I'm a smoker, so I can't rap fast. So there's no copying that.
Right.
But more so when I was younger, I got put on the Train of Thought tour with Ghetto Socks. And I think that a lot of the things that I've learned was critique, and taking that critique in on, you know, sound, mixing and mastering, how to do things better, how to move better, and just improve it. And that was more through conversations with people like him.
Wow.
And sponging that up. I didn't listen for a very long time. I will admit that. Took me a very long time to be a listener.
Trial and error.
I'm very hard-headed.
I like the voice coming out too. That's only one of like two.
I know.
So far, not that many.
Sitting here thinking about it, like, I can't do it. I can't. But yeah, it was more just watching people and how they moved and realizing like things are doable and actually admitting that learning from other people's experiences can help you cut corners. But at the same time, too, like, not everybody's experience will be the same as yours.
No.
Right.
You got to have your own experience too. Like, even when it's something that people are like, this wasn't great or whatever. Like,
but why wasn't? But then there's a time, why wasn't it great? Right.
I've heard the expression, you know, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one.
Right. I think that's the power of being able to, like, physically see something.
Exactly.
Because it's not like there's 2 truths to a lie,
or at least 3.
That's 3. Yeah, 3
Yours,
truths to a lie.
mine, and the truth.
And the
truth.
truth.
And IVs. We should have a show where you're the judge.
Yeah, you're the judge over here.
And you're the prosecutors.
But when you actually see something happening, you can see the full picture. And then you can kind of make your own decision and have your own asshole at that point, your own opinion, right?
You can be your own asshole.
Right?
It's really became a snake eating its own head.
Oh, my God.
I want to ask you, what recently on social media, where can people follow you that want to, you know, follow you on social media?
At Shevy Price, and it's Chevy with an S. SHEVY PRICE.
Yeah.
He wants to say that so
I think
bad.
you should use that somehow.
I'll figure it out. But yeah, on anything.
You posted a picture recently of a framed record that was like shiny and looked really important.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Can you please tell us what that was? And it was for your child. You like very proudly were like, "This is the first one of these, you know, kid. I'm getting more."
Yeah. So
what is that plaque, Chevy? We haven't made it.
Oh,
I don't
you
think
just said what it was. Look. Oh, you
this
cracked.
scene hasn't made a big enough deal about this.
I got to feature on a country record and help write some of it. And in return, because people were so awesome and we have such awesome supporters that like new things, and when people try new things, shouts out to y'all, I got my first gold plaque.
Shouts out to that.
Gold plaque.
Yeah.
Shouts out to that.
So
Gold P.
yeah.
That's your new name. No, not Gold P. That'd be bad name.
No, that would be bad.
Don't do that. Yeah, so you a gold record, like on a country album. How did this connection happen between, you know, R-rated rap girl and country guy? How'd this connect?
Mutual friend.
That's a very weird description I made.
A friend of mine, Mark Perry, called me up and basically asked me if I wanted to or would ever collab on a country record.
And you were like?
I was at Christian camp, dog. Like, let's be real where I was at.
At the time?
Was hard. Yeah, like, I legit ran from Circle and was like, I gotta take this call. Like, I don't know who it is. Kind of had an idea because I kind of got a pre-warning.
Yeah.
That somebody was gonna give me a call. And then, yeah, I was asked if I would ever do it. And I said, yeah, sure. Who's it with, though? And I low-key knew who it was.
Who was it?
Dean Brody.
Dean Brody.
Yes. Who doesn't know who he is?
I didn't until you featured with him.
Really?
No, because I like know who you are and I don't know who he is. So.
That's a cool moment. Thank you.
Well, that's the truth. I don't know anything he's done other than like a few things I noticed while looking up you.
Right.
And, you know, in relation to him.
Yeah.
But I don't know who that dude is.
He is an amazing writer.
Apparently.
More so, like, cool, like, people love country, like, that's fine. But he's an amazing writer in general. So I used to, when I was, you know, a couple years ago, I'd always watch the award shows and see different people coming up. I just really liked learning and seeing people live their lives. I mean, I went through my own trials and tribulations, so I liked focusing on people being happy and making positive news and stuff. So he was one of those people that I caught eye of. Yeah. I'm not a huge country fan. Actually going through this experience made me a bigger country fan.
Sure.
And seeing, you know, the evolution that they're having and the new sounds and the fact that they're being more embracing of their artists and what the artists want to do. But yeah, I freaked out. I swore at Christian camp. I got hyped up. And then I was like, damn, I didn't hear the record yet. Oh, this could be really bad.
Were you thinking like
really
accidental
bad.
racist bad?
No, I was thinking like...
No. You were just thinking whack. Whack sauce.
I really could ruin this whole situation.
Right.
Like that's what I was thinking. I was like,
That
I'm
video
really
is cool.
bassy, and it was just a whole 20-minute spurge of me just thinking of ways to like, why would this guy hear my voice and my music and then want me to be on his record? I think he's drunk.
Doubting, the whole
that
doubting.
is why. I think he's just, it's a publicity stunt or something. I don't think it's genuine. And it was just a whole roller coaster of emotions. And then I heard the record and I was like, this is sexy as hell. This is badass.
The
like,
song is called Beautiful Freak Show, right?
Freak Show, yeah.
Tell us, for like people that have heard it, like what's the song about? Like what is it? Describe.
The song is about two different people from two different worlds.
Yeah.
Loving each other, and not, it doesn't even need to be like loving each other romantically. It could be loving each other as friends.
Sure.
And just the merge that happens of people not really liking, you know, an urban side and then a countryside kind of colliding, and that's basically what it's about.
Where did you guys film that video?
Mexico.
Yeah.
I got to go to Mexico. It was fun.
Was that there's like a bullfighting kind of, isn't there some bulls or horses or something?
There's horses.
Horses.
Scared to
I
go.
couldn't afford the bulls.
Yeah. That looked like pretty awesome. Where in Mexico?
Cabo.
Nice.
Yeah, it was cool. It was
I
hot.
want to go back to Mexico so bad.
Think about my face now, and think about the heat now. That was hard to maintain. Lots of fans and a lot of shades.
Speaking of Mexico, though, and I don't mean to get off topic here.
Get off topic.
I had a weird dream like 3 weeks ago. Okay.
Segment I like to call Ivy's Dream.
What happened in Dreamland?
Dreamland. It was like there was like 25 of us, and we all went down to a resort, and it was like me and Miracle were like I don't know where my girl was, but me and Miracle were roommates. I don't know why.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I don't know where our girls were.
Shout out to Miracle.
You know, but on a real life vacation, all of us would bring our women. But like, it was like it just like it blew my mind because it was just like this is so much fun. And then I woke up and I called Miracle. I was like, in the next year, we're all going down south.
That would be fun.
Imagine if like 30 of us. He was like, I'm ready. Imagine if 30 of us went down south. Let's all go to Mexico.
It could be like the rap events idea.
But that's what I'm saying. We'll get the wedding discount because there's like 30 people coming.
Yep.
We'll all get cheaper rooms.
Yep.
Shoot a few videos.
Shoot
write it
a
all
bunch
off.
of videos, and
somebody set up a studio.
We'll all be the entertainment poolside every day.
Hey.
Shoot some video. I like the idea.
Karaoke.
You could write it all off once you get it going that way.
Man,
the crossover.
I told Miracle. He's the first one I called him. I was like, "Yo, man, we gotta go down south."
You know what we need?
And the next year, like a whole bunch of us.
We need a travel agent sponsor.
So I've been telling everybody.
If you were a travel
for a local
sponsor,
podcast.
agent sponsor, please hit us up.
Thank you.
We'll
Cut podcast.
We'll film every
but only
day.
if you're a travel agent,
and you'd probably want to come with
sponsor.
us. They can come too, man. Get us a better rate.
But
But yeah, that's gonna go down. So I'm trying to tell everybody. So if you're trying to go down south, because I want to go back to Mexico. I had a fucking blast in Mexico.
I want to do crazy stuff like those skis and stuff that go up in the air and
like Paris.
They got all that shit.
I want to do all that shit.
Yeah.
Let's do it all.
I went swimming in the caves in Mexico.
Apparently those caves are getting all fucked up. Like they're under siege.
Falling in and shit.
From pollution or something.
No, the one I went in was straight clear as fuck. Like
no, I mean that it's like happening now. Like it's starting to get bad or something.
That's a sin.
Well, it's probably because they're letting everybody go swimming in the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was you could see right to the bottom. It was crazy. And then there was this other one, this place called X-Carré. And it's like all day you just walk around. There's like wildlife all around. Like little monkeys come running around.
Okay, now you're jacking me up.
But then there's like black panthers and like big cages and stuff. Like,
okay, they were in
not
cages.
big cages, but like caged off areas where they can't get you.
Right.
And then you can go swim with the dolphins.
I thought you were gonna say swimming with the black panthers.
No. But then there's this one where you get like
movie.
Swim through
swimming with the black.
You go swimming through the caves, and it just like it's like a ride, but it's just like you put a life jacket on, and you just float down the cave.
Oh, it's got like a little current.
Yeah,
I like it,
and it's amazing. And
that's pretty lit.
I'm telling you. And then at the end of the day, they have this big, like medieval times.
Yeah.
You know that stuff.
Yes.
It's like that, but it's all like Mexican history,
Cool.
like Mayan history.
Very cool.
So it was super fun. It was like a whole day experience. Because when I went, I was like, I ain't leaving the resort. People are dying down here. This is not gonna happen. Not gonna happen to me. And then they were like, no, you gotta come off the resort. You gotta come to these places. I was like, fuck.
But if there's like 30
But
of us, let's do it.
I went 2 places off the resort and had the fucking best time of my life.
Yes,
And I want to go back to Mexico.
Shouts out to people that I met in Cabo. Like, these guys were hella dope.
I like Mexico.
Just genuine people.
I think Canada and Mexico should have much stronger relationship.
They
like, cut out
I
U.S. in the
them.
middle here. We get along real good with them.
That's hard, though.
But that segues me to something I want to talk to you about,
You know why?
Chevy.
We look like Americans, that's why.
What?
I don't, because
we
listen,
all do.
when I did that song, they told me I need to be deported. So, and I'm Canadian, so how are you going to deport me? I'm just going to come back home, right?
Exactly. Hey, do me a favor. Go subscribe to the channel right now. Follow us on Instagram. Like us on Facebook. Share our videos. We want to start a discussion. We want you to be part of it. Peace.